Untitled Revisionist Western Project, Chapter 6, The Breeding Floor, by Bartholomew Barney, Star Whistle. The guards march Kiona, Thomas, Elm, Edgar, Edna, and Gina through a long metal hallway. Nobody talked, mostly because there were about 30 guards pointing weapons at them. Also because nobody had a good plan. Edgar finally whispered, "I have an idea." Thomas looked at him. "What is it?" "We fight them." Thomas looked at the 30 guards. "That's your idea?" "Yeah." "Do you have a second idea?" "No." "Fantastic." They were pushed through 2 giant metal doors. Beyond them was the breeding floor. Kiona stopped. The room was enormous. There were machines everywhere. Pipes covered the walls, tanks bubbled with strange green liquids, and thousands of glass chambers stretched into the distance. Edna looked around. "What exactly are they breeding?" A guard smiled. "You'll find out." "I don't like the way you said that," Edna replied. The guards forced them forward. Kiona looked around for an escape. There wasn't one. The doors behind them were sealed. The guards surrounded them. For the first time, Kiona felt like they were completely finished. Then something crashed through the ceiling. Everyone looked up. 3 strange creatures dropped from above. They were aliens with 4 arms, glowing blue eyes, and extremely long legs. One landed on a guard. Another screamed something in an alien language. The third punched a wall. The wall fell down. Edgar stared. "I like these guys." More aliens appeared. The guards opened fire. The aliens charged. Suddenly, the entire room became a giant fight. Kiona ducked behind a machine. Thomas pulled her down. "Stay here." "I wasn't planning on standing in the middle of it." A huge noise came from the hallway. Everyone stopped. A giant robot entered the room. Kiona stared at it. It looked like a giant robot designed by someone who had only ever seen trains. Its legs were locomotive wheels. Its arms were railroad tracks. Its chest was a giant train engine. 2 headlights glowed on its base. A massive smokestack stuck out of its back. Written across its chest were the words, "Property of the Arc Railway Association." The robot pointed at the aliens.
"You are trespassing."
One alien pointed at the robot.
"You are ugly."
The robot paused.
"Insult detected."
It charged. The aliens attacked. One jumped onto its back. Another climbed onto its head. The robot swung its railroad arms wildly. A wheel flew off. Edgar watched it roll past. "That can't be good." The robot screamed.
"Maintenance required."
Then one of the aliens pulled out a glowing blue object and shoved it into the robot's side. The robot froze. Its headlights flickered. "Choo!" It collapsed. The aliens cheered. Edgar raised his fist. "Yes!" Thomas looked at him. "Why are you cheering?" "I don't know. It seemed appropriate." The aliens pointed toward another door. "Run!" They ran. The group followed the aliens into another enormous chamber. Kiona suddenly stopped. There were thousands of glass containers, and inside every single one was a girl who looked exactly like her. Kiona's mouth dropped open. "What?" Edna stared. "That's a lot of Kionas." Elm looked around. "I think somebody really likes you." Kiona slowly turned toward the guard who had brought them there. "What is this?" The guard smiled proudly. "The future of the Arc Railway Association." He raised his hands dramatically. "Welcome to our breeding program." Edgar whispered, "I suddenly hate this place even more." The first glass container opened, then another, then 10, then 100, then thousands. Kiona clones stepped out. They looked around. Then they all looked at the guards. Nobody moved. The guard who had been explaining everything suddenly became nervous. He looked around at the thousands of identical girls. Then he smiled awkwardly. "Yay! Look at all the breeders!" The room became completely silent. Edgar whispered, "That guy has made a terrible mistake." The clones moved toward the guard. He took one step backward. "Wait!" Another step. "Let's discuss this." The clones surrounded him. He looked up. "Maybe I should have chosen different words." There was a bright flash. Then it disappeared. He was gone. Edgar looked at the empty spot. "Yep." Thomas nodded. "Definitely should have chosen different words." The clones then spread throughout the facility. They attacked the guards, opened locked doors, destroyed machines, and freed prisoners. Every hallway became filled with Kionas. One guard ran around a corner. He immediately ran into 20 Kionas. He turned around. There were another 50 behind him. He looked up. A clone was standing on the ceiling. He slowly raised his hands. "I surrender." The clone nodded. "Smart man." Kiona watched her clones take over the facility. Then she noticed something moving outside a window. Far away, among the enormous arc ships, was a man riding a strange spacecraft shaped like an old western horse. He wore a cowboy hat. Kiona squinted. "Is that the space cowboy?" Thomas looked out the window. "Apparently." The space cowboy tipped his hat. Then his ship disappeared behind a giant asteroid. Edgar shrugged. "I guess he's busy." Kiona looked back at the chaos. Her clones were everywhere. The guards were gone. The aliens were cheering. The train robot was still smoking on the floor. And somewhere in the distance, an alarm was screaming. Kiona smiled. "Well?" Elm looked at her. "What?" Kiona looked at the thousands of clones. "I think we just escaped." A clone walked past carrying a giant train wheel. Another walked past carrying a guard's helmet. A third walked past eating a sandwich. Kiona stared at her. "Where did you get that?" The clone shrugged. Kiona shook her head. "Never mind." Thomas laughed. "What's next?" Kiona looked toward the stars. "I have no idea." Edgar smiled. "Good. Those are usually the best plans." And with that, they escaped the breeding floor. Hello, bonjour. I am Crandall. Welcome to A Few Dozen Monkeys, the podcast that answers the question, if an infinite number of monkeys will write Shakespeare, what can a few dozen monkeys do? This is an interactive podcast, and together we're going to write this 10-chapter story. The genre this season is Revisionist Western, and today we're going to talk about how we should tackle Chapter 7. Can you believe we're at Chapter 7 and there's only 10 chapters? We're so close. But don't worry if you have no ideas, there's a brainstorm incoming. Now today we had a brand new writer, submitter. Thank you so much. And now to honor you, I will read your chapter words in the Chapter Heroes Words section of this podcast, which is right now. Bartholomew Barney Starwhistle says, "I hope you like it. I'm trying to get my friends to write in. Project Save the Pod." Wow. Honestly, that's almost moving. I really appreciate that. Thank you so much. You are a hero for real. And it's so good to get some new blood. We love our old blood. Obviously, we love it. But it is nice. And like you said, to save the pod, it is extremely necessary. So thank you so much. You're the best. I hope you enjoyed. I enjoyed it. We'll definitely be talking about your chapter in the brainstorm with whoever happens to be there, who can say. So my summer of short story reading continues. I finished the Broadview anthology, and now I'm reading just a book of Akutagawa stories, who you may know from Rashomon, the Akira Kurosawa movie, but actually the short story Rashomon is not actually what that movie is based on. It's a short story called In the Bamboo Grove, I think, something like that. Anyway, look it up. And I'm really enjoying it, actually. So I would definitely suggest that if you were like, hey, what short story should I read? Akutagawa is, I suggest, a good one. Thank God I'm now released from this awkward short story chat. And now, because of that brainstorm that we just heard, it's time to go through the Spooky Room Productions secret passageway into the Spooky Room Productions lounge to find out who's going to be there so we can talk about Chapter 7 and, of course, discuss this mind-blowing and, dynamic shifting chapter. Let's go. Here we are in the Spooky Room Productions lounge, and I see a spooky man.
It's me,
What's your name?
Ripley Stonebrook.
Wow,
That's right.
That's a great name.
Yup. Mm-hmm.
How are you?
Good.
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 Um.
My synthesizer is giving me problems.
Oh.
Yeah. But
Let's-
that's all it does, so it's nothing new there.
How long have you been working on building the synthesizer?
15 years?
Wow.
I've got 0 modules done.
Well, you're learning.
Mm-hmm. Always learning, and everyone should do that. Do not feel bad about your failures. They're just something to do while you're, waiting
Yeah.
for death.
And don't forget breadboard.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, everybody?
Breadboard that shit.
You don't want to.
But
do
you're
it.
going to do it.
Just do it.
Just do it, everybody. All right. Yeah. Oh, and I'm working on the game. Yes. So you have to take a little
Oh.
art break and work on some electronics to keep the brain from cooking.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm doing. Taking a little couple of weeks away to do some synthesizer stuff.
Oh,
Synthesizer.
that's fun.
And I had to work on some art projects for other people. So
Yeah.
yeah.
Well, that's cool.
Well, here we are in the Spooky Room Lounge, and we have a new writer.
Yay! How'd you like the chapter?
It was wonderful, chaotic,
Yes.
wild.
Yes.
Everything we ever asked for, just do it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Did you want to? Oh, you've already read the parts for the Save the Pod and all that. What they say and who
Yep.
their name is. Yeah, okay.
But isn't that nice?
That is nice.
Then I guess now, I mean, obviously there's one thing. Well, there's a couple things, but there's one thing I want to say off the top is that they seem to be trying to give themselves a nickname
Well,
with the word Barney in quotations between
Yes.
Bartholomew and Star Whistle.
but they have been listening, hopefully long enough to know that with our naming convention, and I think they were kind of leaning towards it anyway. Barney Stonewhistle would shorten to BS, so
But it's Bartholomew.
yeah, it's still
Barney
B and
Star
S.
Whistle.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, I get it.
Yeah, BBS.
So what are you saying? You want to call them babus?
Or just BS.
You know what? I think that we should semi-respect their choice.
Bonnie.
No, yeah, it's like
Bonnie!
no, like Babarnus,
Babarnus?
because it's Barney, but then
Mhm.
there's the S,
Right.
so you could go Babarnus.
Babarnus it is.
Thank you, Babarnus.
Thank you so much.
I'm proud of you, Babarnus.
And yes, get your friends. And we'll ask your friends too. Hey, Babarnus's friends, you just
Yeah.
heard Babarnus's writing here?
Yeah,
Now you could be up here.
this could be you. Look at Babarnus's face.
Somebody could
Next
lovingly
time
read
you
it.
see Babarnus, look at the twinkle in their eye. You tell me if it's worth it. You
They
tell
listened
me.
to an episode with their story in it,
My God.
with sound effects. I can't wait to hear some of these. Mm-hmm.
I'm very excited. When I first read it, I was very excited about Chew.
Ooh! I can't wait to see what you do with that.
Me too.
That'll be
Because
good.
I have recorded the chapter, but I don't. The last thing I do is the sound effects for the story.
And I don't actually hear it until you people hear it, so
Yeah,
it's very exciting for me too.
but it's fun, and I do feel like Babarnus had a lot of fun as well, and it was very funny. Lots of funny little parts.
Oh God, yes.
Yeah.
And I think that usually we'll go over the how people tackle the plot points and whatnot.
Look.
But I think maybe just a what happened in the story might be useful,
Okay, we should go what happened in the story.
and what we think. Because
And with logic and enough thought, you could make anything fit the beats, to be honest with you. I don't know if that's
exactly.
a
That's
conversation
very
we'd
true
have to
too.
have,
That's very true.
but it's clear that you kind of just went completely rogue, and you
And
did
we
not
love it.
try to respect the beats, and I'll allow it, but with a stern talking to. Okay, I guess okay, maybe you can.
Was that the Stern talking to?
No, I'll give them a stern talking to in just a second. But
Oh, okay.
so maybe you know how we have the beat music where you just made some music and I just loop it.
Yes.
Okay, make some stern talking to music and then I'll stern talk. And here is your stern talking to Revisionist. Hey, Revisionist, you know what the deal is. You know you're supposed to follow the beats. And yeah, like I said, I'm sure there's a way if we talked about it enough, we could get there where you technically did. But I'll allow it. But consider this your stern talking to say, be a little less transparent about your roguism next time. Thank you. Okay. No, but really, it was really very good. And I'm really happy that you did it. And I'm happy that you want to save the pod, because we all do, you know? So that's cool. And you know what? You can never, now you know for the rest of your life that you did your best, you did your part, and no one can take that away from you. And on your deathbed, you'll say, hey, I tried. And people will say, what's Grandpa talking about? I think he needs more medication. And then you'll just die, and it'll be confusing to people.
They called me Revisionist.
My name was not Revisionist.
They called me Revisionist.
Anyway. So Revisionist did include the Space Cowboy, which I thought you would enjoy.
Oh, I thought I'd go through it literally.
Oh, okay, go ahead.
Go through it. All right. So they've been surrounded by the guards. That was where we left off.
Yeah.
And then we come back in with them surrounded by the guards. And then aliens drop in. 4 armed aliens, who I believe have glowing blue eyes. Just so that everybody can keep up here.
Yes, they were aliens with 4 arms, glowing blue eyes, and extremely long legs.
And they kick a lot of ass. They seem to be very strong. They tore that robot apart. Were knocking down walls. And seem to be fighting the train people.
Yes,
I don't know if they were here to actually save Kiona or not. They just happen to be, against the train people. We don't know why, but that's for the next guy.
That's right.
So we've got the aliens, and apparently there's these train robots. There might be another one pop up later, and none of our characters died. And
That's
then
probably good.
A lot of Kionas. It said
So
thousands
many
of Kionas who then take over all of this area. Maybe the ship, but definitely this area.
Yeah.
And
Hermes is here. Hi, Herm.
they do not like to train people. And
Oh, don't step on that.
then the Space Cowboy shows up for a second. I love that.
Yeah.
He's busy. Maybe he brought the aliens. I don't know.
I mean, I think he did. He must have done something.
The Space Cowboy might have just dropped off some aliens, to fight the Ark people. Hermes.
I know. I told him.
Hermes, no. No.
All right, he's turning around. I think it worked. Your stern talking to.
And then there was another guard of the train people led them around a little bit. Oh no, it was before they found the Kionas. And so I think all the guards are dead or captured. We got lots of Kiona clones.
Yes.
And then
that's the thing. It's like
then we're leaving the breeding floor.
Yes, and with that they escaped the breeding floor. So it's kind of a little bit of I was gonna say a reset just from the way it ended, but not really, because there's still thousands of Kionas.
We have thousands of Kionas and aliens.
Yeah, what happened to the aliens? Are they still hanging around?
It didn't say they left. So I think they may or may not be around if you want them to.
That's true. And the Space Cowboy could come back any second,
Yeah, this might be like, during a time in another universe where he popped over and did his thing.
Oh my God, maybe this is a prequel to the Romantasy story.
Or maybe the Romantasy happens on a different planet.
Or maybe this is a different Space Cowboy.
Oh.
No.
No, it's the same Space Cowboy.
Yeah.
He just popped in from the other planet before he died.
Yes.
Before the events of the other story.
Before we were
Space
introduced
Cowboy.
to the Space Cowboy into the Romantasy, he was doing this. He was out in space, man.
Out in space, being the Space Cowboy.
He was being the Space Cowboy.
That's what he do. So now,
Yeah.
we've got that. And the aliens dropping from the ceiling, I was like, oh, it's a very pop moment. It's very lovely. with the spider dropping down the first time. I was like, oh, I love that spider. Oh. So, yeah, it was another moment where I was just like, oh, I love these aliens. They're wonderful.
Yeah. Like I said, I really enjoyed the train robot thing. That's really funny.
Choo.
I love
Choo.
And then he died. Choo.
Choo.
And he wasn't around for he's like Mega Weapon.
Yeah.
He wasn't around for a long time, but he was very cool while he existed.
Yeah, he will have a cult mate around him.
Yeah.
We will make T-shirts.
Mega Weapon. Yeah, I do have a Mega Weapon T-shirt.
It's true.
Anyway.
And now, do you want to discuss our upcoming beats?
Of course.
And beat number 10, which we will complete in its entirety, the unpleasant truth. The hero gains new information. Well, yes, hopefully. Perhaps the villain is technically in the right. I guess that would be the Train Corporation. Or the victim. I guess they are the victim now of all the Kionas and the things. But
it says or, so.
Yeah. They were helping his action, or the victim they were helping is actually the architect of the chaos. The hero must find a new reason to fight. All right. And riding toward the sun, the hero stops running and turns back towards the source of the conflict. This isn't for glory, it's for a personal greedy necessity.
Okay. You know what? Actually, maybe we're too hard on Revisionist, because maybe the thing that Kiona hates is, being the same as everyone else. So when she saw that there's thousands of her around, she's realizing she's becoming the thing that she hates. I'm just looking at the last beat from.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
But anyway, I don't know how. This is what I'm saying. We could make excuses. Let's move on.
I don't know. It works though, right?
Cut that out.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So like I said, we're kind of a reset a little bit, because it says they escaped the breeding floor, so they could be anywhere on the ship. Where do you think they should be? Let's seat them in the world, and then we'll take them.
Yes, exactly.
Go ahead.
So they've left the breeding floor, and maybe they're going. Obviously, they want to go to the bridge, right? You got to take control of the ship.
Oh yes, yeah. But are there still? Yeah, I was gonna say they're still connected, but of course they are, because they're in the other ship, and they need to be, because their ship was fucked up. Okay, I'm sorry. Okay, I'm cutting all that. Okay, go ahead. So they're trying to get to the bridge.
They're trying to get to the bridge, and I would posit almost immediately all those extra Kionas die.
What?
Maybe a few will live.
Well, that's
There's
the thing.
Thousands of them.
Okay, you're right. That's a lot. So
it's like, suddenly saying, okay, the poor soldiers are given like a giant robot when they're in the Vietnam War, and they're like, well, how would they get out of this situation? I was like, there's no situation they can't get out of. With 1,000 Kionas, you could do whatever you want.
Yes, and I assume the Kionas are all on the good guy's side. But anyway, all right. So
because maybe they were hatched early, so they're like, oh, they weren't quite done. They start dropping like flies almost immediately, or they start turning into ooze or something like that. I would just do a little bit of a reset there. Maybe keep a couple of them around if you want to do that. That's if you're like, I really like those Kionas. I want to keep a couple around. Keep a couple of them around, but we can't have thousands of them.
At least they don't have to name them. They all have the same name.
Either that, or they're going to have to get sent to the other ship. Like the aliens will take them and go, look, we're going to go to the next ship and do the same thing.
Yes. Oh, there you go. That clears this ship.
That's a very good
from the
premise
Kionas
right there.
and the aliens. But obviously the option is open to
keep
bring
a couple
them back
Kionas,
anytime.
keep a couple aliens, and did the aliens say run?
I think so.
Or was it the guard that said run? It was a little vague. So the aliens, I was assuming that the alien said it, because it said the alien pointed at the door, and then it just said run.
Yeah, I forget. I think I made the guards say that.
Oh yeah, okay.
I don't remember.
Either way, I'm going to pretend the aliens can speak English.
Yeah.
Because it's that kind of book where everyone just speaks the same language. They got some translator or whatever. So maybe you got to. I would keep an alien around just for weird alien kicks.
Yeah.
I also would have killed off some of those people in that chapter to whittle those down, but
we still have all our heroes. Look, if you want to get rid of some of those the heroes, then you can they can go. Oh, I'm going to go with the aliens and the Kionas.
That's true.
You could take off as many as you want.
Especially since they're like, okay, we're going to go to the bridge. Apparently, there's going to be a fight on our hands now. Maybe the old woman and the kid don't want to come. So maybe they want to go with the other people.
Yeah, but the Kionas and the aliens are going to the other ship to fuck up some more people. So
but there's a whole lot of them,
That's true. I feel like, okay.
Or maybe they can go to the sandwich level where that Kiona found the sandwich. It's like, we're going to go find those sandwiches.
Yeah, any of the... Oh, my God. That's a good idea. I forgot about the Kiona with the sandwich.
Kiona had a sandwich. There's sandwiches here somewhere.
So funny.
Mm-hmm.
I hope it was supposed to be funny because I laughed a lot when I was reading it.
Mm-hmm.
If it was not supposed to be funny, then sorry.
But it was very good.
It was really good. No, it was great.
So the unpleasant truth, the hero gains information, perhaps the villain is technically in the right, or the victim they were helping is actually the architect of the chaos. The hero must find a new reason to fight.
Well, what's her reason to fight right now? So that we can toss it away.
Well, really,
survival?
Yeah, it's pure survival at this point.
Okay. So she needs a new reason to fight. So she needs new information that's going to change her mindset from survival to something else. Maybe that we can...
somebody on this ship knows who Kiona is, apparently, and likes having Kionas around.
Oh, that's right.
So, that could be, it's switched from survival to finding who the fuck made copies of me and how did they do that?
Yeah.
That could be because, she has no other goals other than that now.
No, that's good.
Her whole village is gone. The other town is gone. It's just like, I just want to find out what the fuck's going on there.
I mean, really, I guess what Kiona is looking for is, like, acceptance of herself, who she is.
Mm-hmm.
And now there's thousands of her. That's a nightmare for her.
Yeah.
And especially if they're getting sandwiches, they're kicking ass, everyone loves them. She was always the black sheep, and now all of a sudden thousands of her, and everyone loves them, but they don't love her. What the fuck?
Mm-hmm.
So maybe she has to prove something.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Well, she's not a Kiona 2.0. She's a regular Kiona. Because these things are carrying around giant, train wheels and shit.
Yeah.
So these Kionas are super strong as well. It's unfair for poor Kiona. She's like, I'm just regular. I don't even have a sandwich.
I'm getting a little in her head. But let's... Okay. The new information about the villain or one of the victims that they're helping. So I guess anyone...
Well, you know what my druthers would be.
Go ahead.
Ajache. The engineer with the stained clothes and stuff.
Yeah.
Who was just like, get in here, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
Oh, he knows all about it because he's the freaking captain. Or something like that.
At least he has inside information.
Yeah.
So I guess Kiona could go to him and be like, what the fuck? Like, why? What? Me? Like, what's happening?
Like, he could just, finally reveal himself and be like, yeah, it was totally me, or,
She could ask about the space cowboy, and she's like, who the hell was that?
Or one of the guards that is with them just recognizes him, and they're like, oh, Captain, what are you doing down here?
Oh.
There you go.
Ooh, that's new information.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
It's just like he was supposed to be, head of half of the fleet or some shit like that.
And you know what? And if her goal right now is survival, and then she finds out one of the people on her team is like a very powerful figure, that would change her from having... She's like, well, now I don't have to worry about surviving because apparently he's a bigwig. So my friend is going to take care of me.
He was also... Maybe he was the guy who was like, and we should make a lot of Kionas.
Oh.
He was also originally from that small town, and he was like, you know who I liked? That Kiona girl.
Do you think Kiona would want to kill the other Kionas, or do you think that they would just be friends?
I don't know.
She's too busy right now to worry about that.
You know what they say? You never want to meet a person that's exactly like you because it's so irritating.
Oh.
Because all the things that you hate about yourself, you hate about them.
Yeah, that's what happened when I met you. I was like, oh my God, like this person.
He's the worst.
I have to stop doing that. I saw myself and I was like, whoa. Mm-hmm. Anyway. Mm-hmm. All right, so that's pretty good. So let's say that they get to the bridge, or at least, do they get to the bridge? Or
it's only half, so it's riding towards the sun. The hero stops running and turns back towards the source of the conflict, which I guess would be the bridge, the head of the corporation on this ship. Okay,
but now we know that our engineer, what the hell is his name? Thomas?
He's either Thomas or Edgar?
No, Edgar. So now we find out that Edgar is more powerful than we thought.
And possibly evil.
And possibly weird.
Mm-hmm.
Source of the conflict. Huh. As always, now I have to be like, well, what's the conflict? And then we can find the source. Well, so what's the conflict?
The conflict is this people in this railway consortium are trying to enslave all the people.
Something's going on.
Because they're like, okay, well, once you're on board, it's just like you're either going to be
that's
assigned
right.
to breeding floor, you're going to be assigned to this, you're going to be assigned to that. You don't
So-
get to choose what you do.
All right, so maybe we have to do something to work toward the golden robe naked man.
Yeah. Well, I think he's gone.
Oh, he's already. Is
I
that
thi-
already?
Yeah, I think he was killed in the group
Oh,
of guards
shit.
that were killed.
Oh, oopsie.
Didn't say he escaped, so I'm assuming he's dead.
Okay.
But he's just another guy. He's just another.
Okay, I was just
Man.
trying to find a place for our compass to point.
It doesn't specifically say he dies, so he could have escaped. She could immediately say, "Hey, what happened to the naked guy with the robes? I didn't see him die."
Yeah.
Or she might just want to go to the other ship. If you're wanting her to go to the next ship, then the aliens want to stay here to move up towards the bridge, and then she moves on to the next ship. She's like, "Well, this ship's fucked. I don't want to be around all these Kionas. I'll take the next ship, thank you."
Oh, so you're saying we could peel Kiona off?
We could peel this whole group off if you wanted to and just say, okay, the aliens and the Kionas stay on this ship, and then they move on to the next ship. And they're like, okay, well, we're just skipping to the next ship. We're just going to leave this whole situation.
If I have to write the chapter, I'm just going to make them all die, and it's going to take place in the afterlife from now on.
Oh.
And it'll just be a Western village.
Maybe the next ship is that.
Reset.
Hey, when they go to the next ship, it's literally just like a copy of Kiona's village. And we keep on finding like weird other parts of her childhood that are just sitting there in the ships. Like instead of clones, they're like, and here's Kiona's village when she was a girl.
Oh.
We just keep on going this weird obsession with Kiona.
No, that's good. That'll work. That's good. And then
So the Kiona, get all the other Kionas and the aliens, they go out to take over this ship. They go to the next ship and they can just keep, every ship gets weirder and weirder.
And it's like, are there Kionas of different ages? Or,
Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah. And we're getting closer and closer to the actual president of the Arc Railway Consortium.
Okay.
Because
And
now Edgar is evil, right? So they're like using him for information.
he's evil?
Well, they find out that
That he's
information
part
about
of
him, that
it.
he's part of
Okay,
it.
all right. Yeah, I forgot.
So he can keep on, doling out more information as they need to.
Yeah, and if you're going through Kiona's, village or past or whatever, you could make any kind of little stories
Yeah.
about that.
And he could
to
say,
fill up the
if
rest
we go
of the
from this ship to
chapter.
this ship, then we'll get closer
Okay.
to this president of the association and just keep on going deeper and
Yeah,
deeper into
now
the
I
ships.
feel like that there's enough there that it's a chapter.
Yeah.
Not just the premise of it.
There you go. See, we always get there. Good luck, guys.
Yeah. No, and of course, as always, you can just do whatever you want. And please try to cover the beats. You don't want a stern talking to.
Uh-oh.
Okay, so hey Ripley, now you should do a inspirational speech.
Ooh. Well, we haven't heard from Wah yet.
I don't like that when you call out certain people. Maybe Moa died. You don't know.
that would be sad.
That's what I'm saying. You're rubbing it in Moa's family.
Pause back in action.
Well, they did write in once.
After
and I
another chapter,
appreciate
Barnabas
that.
can come back.
Yes.
But Barnaby?
Babarnus. Yeah.
Can come back. I would love to hear another chapter from Babarnus.
That's true.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I'm sorry. I'm interrupting your speech.
And also there's Babarnus's friends. Would love to hear from you guys. Or even, maybe a writing duo. Get a couple of friends together, write a chapter, and send it in under 3 names. That's fine.
Yeah, we don't care.
You guys can trade off paragraphs and then send her on in.
A true exquisite corpse.
You can all get some beers. You sit around and go, I'm going to write this paragraph. It's going to be awesome. Just do that, and yes, that would be lovely. We would love that. Or anyone else that's out there listening. This podcast is going to go away if we don't get a couple more writers.
Uh-oh.
Mm-hmm. What's the number?
The goal is 4.
4
and
total writers.
Right now we have 2.
2.
And there's 4 chapters left.
All right,
7,
guys.
8, 9, 10.
Time to get in there. Now, if you all of a sudden we get like a bunch of people all for the same chapter, we're going to count that. I believe, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So everybody write in. Everybody write in.
Well,
Keep it going.
I'm telling you, the stress of a possible tombola makes me feel crazy because I'm like, I don't want to. Like, if someone went to the trouble of writing it, I want to use every single.
That's part of the thing, though.
I know. I didn't realize
since
how
the beginning.
stress- But don't.
We've become so close to all of you that we never want to say no.
Yeah.
That time we accidentally did a chapter
Oh my
without
God.
somebody. Oh my, the stress.
I felt so bad.
I know.
As you can tell by my emergency pod, I was like, oh, I was panicking.
Yeah. Mhm.
But that's okay. All is forgiven, and we're all friends.
Yeah.
No pressure.
No pressure.
Anyway, do you want to talk about your plugs?
It's coming. All the stuff is coming. It's all coming eventually.
Yeah, if you want to support
Spooky
Ripley.
Room Productions.com with 2 S's.
Yeah.
One in spooky and one in rooms. SpookyRoomProductions.com.
Don't sleep on it.
You know, there's shirts there.
There are shirts there?
There are shirts there.
Ah.
I'm wearing one right now. High Hopes.
Oh.
I'm wearing High Hopes.
That's a really nice shirt.
It is a nice
you get
shirt.
compliments every time you
I
wear
do.
that shirt.
A High Hope
like,
shirt.
Sincerely.
Is that Amityville? Yes, it is. It's the Amityville house. High Hopes. And Sabor.
I have a Sabor shirt. I don't
Yeah.
have it right now.
Spooky Sabor.
It's a good shirt.
It's also a good shirt. All right, gang. We're going to have to go for another couple of weeks. But this one will be
Yeah.
out soon, and we hope to hear from you. Oh, God, we hope to
Yeah.
hear from you.
Hey, you don't have to beg. If things are meant to be, they're meant to be, and if
That's
not,
true. Mhm.
goodbye. Oh, and Vulcan is nudging my microphone.
Oh, he's
That's
like,
a sign.
we're done. We're done, he says.
He's like, put that thing away.
Mm.
All right, Vulcan. Bye.
Bye-bye, everybody.
Wow, what an amazing brainstorm. I cannot wait to see what you guys do with that, or come up with your own thing, of course, for chapter 7. But you need to know at least a little bit about the rules and regulations. And if you want the full rules and regulations, go to spookyroomproductions.com onto the A Few Dozen Monkeys page. I think it's on the same page as the submission form. But for now, let me give you a little 15-second taste. Here we go. 15-second R&R starts right now. Okay, each chapter is a 1,000-word limit. Any form is fine. You have to keep things R. I will not edit anything. Research is completely optional. There will be a tombola, assuming at some point we have 2 people. No AI, please. We can do this on our own. Oh, okay. There you go. There's a little taste. There are a couple more things. It's not like anything crazy. It's like normal, what you would expect from rules. That's for something that's going to be, on YouTube and the internet. Not the weird part of the internet. Anyway. All right. Just before I give you the submission dates, all of that stuff, first we have to get to our author quote, an inspirational quote from someone who is successful in the genre that we are tackling. And this time we're going to hear from Thomas Berger. Mr. Berger says, "Why do writers write? Because it isn't there." Thank you, Mr. Berger. I am a notorious hole filler, take that as you will, but I am a person who, when I see that, it's like, why don't people do this? Why doesn't that exist? I guess I'll just do it. And that's, I have to admit, I haven't been successful, but, and I guess maybe that's why those holes are there. But you know what? I'm still going to continue to fill holes because I cannot stop. Thank you, Mr. Berger. That speaks directly to my soul. So, submissions for Chapter 7 close on September 2nd, noon, Atlantic time. So, get it in. You have a week and a half or so to go ahead and write that up. We totally accept first drafts. This is not about perfection, baby. This is about getting it done. Remember when you were like a little kid and you would write things and you just didn't care how good it was? You just wrote it and it was like enough. Let's do that. Let's find that feeling again. Freedom and happiness and just joy of creation with no judgment. I mean no judgment. So September 2nd, noon Atlantic time is submissions closing 2026. And the next podcast will be on September 14th. I think, yes, September 14th, when we'll hear your chapter. And it was very exciting to hear this new writer, this new chapter You are now banned, Bartholomew, from writing chapter 7 at least. Ha ha ha, you know how it goes. I'll let you guys go, because it's time to start writing. And don't forget that it's better to finish something than to give up on everything. You know what I mean. Let's go.